defensive will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's loose. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Unloads quickly.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Nice move there. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Got him downfield. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Horton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he'll be brought down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Alabama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. To the air on first down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Quick handoff. Gets it past the marker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
and that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism, uses speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
He looks short on that play, and the quarterback sneak is such an easy play, and you trust it because the quarterback gets the ball right away, but that defensive line was having none of it. Failed 4th down, big-time stop for this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Fires into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Cuevas. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bernard. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Tight end finds a soft spot. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown tie. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Klubnik. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time. Got his man. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, when you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points. And
Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the left. Off and running. Inside the touchdown, Clemson. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. The sure hands, it's Williams.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got it in the middle, it's Horton. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Bernard. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got it behind the line. It's Bernard. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and Big.
Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the 1st period of the 2nd half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play.
Looking for a huge play. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Tigers. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Aggressive, 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 man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to pass, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And here comes the offense on second down. Leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient. Like, not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will put them up here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Open the final stanza. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The throw to the outside is complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Tigers! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to...
Pick off! What a play to set him up! And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
Amazing job and awareness by that defensive lineman, locating the football, catching it, and then turning around and scoring. They may want to start using this guy on offense.
You take these for granted sometimes, but this would make it a 2-possession game. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open. Man zone, I know I'm looking his way.
He's running free down the middle. The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before before snapping it, you've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the middle. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
To the air, it's Simpson. Finds his man. It's Horton. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Klubnik. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Going to try to get it himself. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood and water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that one.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Rushes on him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Catch in the middle. It's Haynes. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
He's looking to pass. It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And he makes the grab, but can't get the foot down in the field of play. Almost had 6 there. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
To the air, it's Sellers. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Gamecocks are threatening in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Defense has got to do a better job of crowding this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got out of trouble and throws. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That defender was in outstanding position on that last play. Great job reading the receiver and running with him. There's no penalty. He gets his eyes and locates the ball. He just has to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Looking down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Got his man down the middle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touchdown, Ohio State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Catch and slide inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The play action fake. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. It's complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
First and 10, they're down to the 25. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Going up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Gamecocks in the hurry up. Give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Sellers. And he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Coming out with it, it's Tate. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
Ohio State, 21.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And wings it incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throw.
Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Ohio State, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll... We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rides to back and leaves it. It's a seam wide open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Bringing it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels!
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. Fights off the defender. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here's the pressure. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line. They create just enough space, understand short yard situation.
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
And his offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting it back downhill, not going backwards.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Back to throw, it's Simmons. And they're not on the same page there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. You want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. On to attempt the try. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Haas. He's past the 30. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Simmons. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd down, going up top. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. They'll try to start the 2nd quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Not a chance. Missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
he's able to pick up the first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the run, it's Diggs. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Still looking, on the move. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Moore will throw. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going to swing it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Casper. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught close to the marker. It's Garcia. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks are marching down the field. tries to keep it in the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The offense changing the play. Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play, now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Motion from the back. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Pressure coming. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Trying to get behind the defense. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll immediately call timeout. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages.
Oh, he's got some space. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield very late in the half. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Ole Miss 28-14.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. One more snap coming before halftime. On It's Hughes. Shakes off the defender. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Diggs. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. The throw to the outside is complete. Wide open spaces. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on third down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
To the air on second down. Extending the play. He's going to fire to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Ducks want to move quickly.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore to the air. This time he's got his man. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on second and goal? On the option. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going for it all. Snags it on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Pocket breaking down. Smithers into space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll throw it, and they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory to get the stop, you now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Might be looking to run. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This should be the last play of the quarter. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 42, Oregon 21.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Gives it on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bruins will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Simmons. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Off-play action on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Taking a shot on the first play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a pick.
Oh, a lot of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fakes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Moving toward the end zone, ball out! They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The decision to go for it does not pan out. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start going for it all. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up. They come after the quarterback, and they get a hit, and it's a physical one. Get the football out, and, man, do they set their offense up with great field position inside the 10-yard line.
He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the middle.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
That is what you call putting a little air under it and letting your guy run to it.
Exactly right, Reese. It's so hard to track that football when you put so much air underneath it, and I'm trying to run with the wide receiver. He's so used to doing that every...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying play action. Buys a little time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, looking for a man. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is...
He lobs one high down the left side. He caught it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Bruins will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. They'll run the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Pulls it in on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. What's one of the most critical statistics in any college football game? It's the turnover battle. They've already got 3, David. We're not even through the first half. This couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well. Because right now, they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
To throw, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet buy a little time. Almost the D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bruins line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now rolling to the left. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Crosses the 35. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Unloads it left. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
That is such a big play for the offense. A lot of these 4th down pass plays are just designed to pick up the first. They get even more. They get an explosive play, and that has got to be huge for the offense's confidence.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the end zone. Picked off. Smashes through the tackle. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and tried to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. To come away with the pick.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap, it's Alston. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. Racing to the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Auburn. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball.
He wants to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Lots of running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. Turning on the Jets. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fears the pressure. It's caught. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half. I
think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open...
Touchdown, Bruins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's a hit. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Bring in the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Buying some time. Turns and fires a risky pass back to the right. Makes a grab for a big play. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. The sure hands, it's Alston. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Cobb. Turning it on! Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just won't.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route, and the quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Makes the grab. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to pass on second down. Now adjusting. He wants it all. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that...
Touchdown, Auburn! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively camtastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Complete to the left. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Extra point here will tie the game. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time. Oh, trickeration. He's throwing it. Lets it go. Oh, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so at the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run to the right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Forced out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Auburn going to work with another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And this one is perfect. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? they get the stop, they win this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Flores. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Bruins! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Alston. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
will see some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
When you dream of these scenarios, you never think the touchdown comes with 28 seconds left. It's always 3, 2, 1, horn, gun, ball game, and they got it done.
And that is heartbreaking for the defense as well, guys. They needed one stop, one big stop at a critical juncture of the game, and I know for them moving forward, that's a play they're not going to soon forget.
No, in ways I could have executed a little bit better, but the offense ain't feeling that way. They're feeling really good about putting that drive together when it mattered most and getting the ball in the end zone.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.